What's going on, everybody? Bulldog Gaming here. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute. Life has just been life. So this is going to be kind of a different video for me. I haven't really, I haven't really done this video. So it's kind of a serious mood. So, and as the title says down below in the description, why did I get out from behind the wheel? So all of a sudden, just wham bam, thinking, man, done. Okay. So I'm going to explain. So we're going on almost a year since I hung up the trucking keys, the keys to a truck, moved out, came home, and don't drive truck anymore. A lot of it has to do with my health. Don't worry. Uh, I'm getting better. And I'm not talking physical health. You know, I'm sick. Nothing's wrong with me physically. I'm talking about my mental health. So I made a video here right before I stepped off the truck, kind of explaining a little bit about what was going on. I didn't really touch base. I just kind of I squirreled and kind of got off track and everything, and never really gave anybody the explanation. So uh, it'll be a year in July when things started for me to decide that it was time to step away, to get out from behind the wheel and come home, be home. Uh, and it has to deal with my mental state. It's something that I don't usually talk about. I don't share. I keep a lot of things to myself, and I let a lot of things build up, and then I kind of blow a gasket, or I go off, go off on the deep end, whatever you want to say. But during the time frame from the time that I decided, which it happened right after the 4th of July. Yes, I was home for the 4th of July. I got to enjoy my time at home, and then I had to go back out on the road. I had a lot of mental strain, um, mainly due to not wanting to be on the road anymore. A lot of it had to do with physical ailments due to my mental. I don't want to call it illness, but my mental health. Um, a lot of things happened. A lot of thoughts went through my brain. And it took its toll. Um, and one thing that I never talked about, and I never really touched base, but to you guys, and don't get me wrong, I love you guys so much for following me and for supporting my channels, my Twitch channel and my YouTube channel. Uh, but a lot of things went through my brain because I suffered from real bad depression. Um, I didn't go see a psychologist. I didn't get on any meds. There's some depression you can come back from, some depression you can't, and it just takes a while. Sometimes you have to get medicated. Um, so luckily enough, through conversation with my family, my wife, my kids, a lot of my friends, I was able to talk myself down um, from the heightened thoughts that were going on inside my head. Uh, so a lot of things were going on at that time. I didn't want to be on the road. Uh, what was promised uh, wasn't there. And I remember specifically back in April last year. April, May, I started talking about doing a series, a video series with my dispatch team. I had a dispatch team. I had my broker, and I had my uh, driver manager, my terminal manager, and they were all on board. And a lot of you guys were on board. You were waiting for the series, and the series never happened. And the series will never happen, um, because a lot of things from originated from in April. Um, of course, the pandemic happened. This, that, and everything else. The lockdown, the travel bans, and stuff like that. So it was hard for my company to find loads. Luckily, I was on that dedicated load. But they wanted to make sure that I was making a comfortable wage and doing what I needed to do to provide for my family. And a lot of things, it just kind of snowballed and snowballed and snowballed and snowballed, and things weren't going the way that I had mentally planned out, for how the load for this dedicated should have went. They kept sidetracking me on other loads, making me late for pickups, making me late for deliveries, and it just kept snowballing, and then the breakdowns happened, and I had to move out of this truck and had to move out of that truck, and I had the backing accident where I got backed into in blue, and then the backing accident that happened with the other blue truck. So, you know uh and no raises. I wasn't getting the raises that was promised to me. I was supposed to start making better money. I was supposed to do this, supposed to do that, and it just kind of snowballed and snowballed and snowballed and snowballed and snowballed until finally I was at my breaking point. And like I said, everything stemmed from after the 4th of July. A lot of it built up to that point, but it all started after the 4th of July. I was out doing my normal runs. I was going from Missouri to Oklahoma, uh, and leaving on Sunday instead on Monday. I was getting in on Friday instead of Thursday, sometimes late Saturday morning. I wasn't getting the much needed rest that I needed because I was mentally and physically exhausted from making sure that the loads that I was supposed to be on were taken care of. Um, and the company almost lost the contract. In fact, if I remember right, talking to my dispatch team that I still talk to on a regular basis, they have since lost the contract, and that's because they were not putting priorities where priorities were needed. Uh, so the the main factor was I wasn't being communicated with. And when I would send communication to them, I wasn't being communicated back. So I was starting to get a lot of road rage. I was getting upset because of what was going on. A lot of it had to do with the miscommunication. Well, because of miscommunication, I was missing things here at the house. A lot of fun things that I've missed, over the years. A lot of it had to do with the kids. A lot of it had to do with which. And so I finally decided. I had went out. I was out gone for 5 days. I got home, and I took an extra day off because I wasn't feeling well. Um, Luckily, it wasn't COVID. It was just I had an upper respiratory infection. Um, Kansas likes to burn off a lot of their fields and stubble and stuff like that, and it was going on at the time because we had a lot of heavy rain when they normally would do that, i.e., a lot of the flooding from last year. So we weren't all on the same page. So when I sat down with Witch and the kids, I asked them what would make you happy, and they all said for me to quit driving truck. So a plan started forming in my head, and I started talking about, okay, what can I do to make the income that I was making as an over the road truck driver? Well, If anybody follows me on social media, knows my real name, and follows me on social media, they know that I work two jobs currently. I work for a unified school district, and I also work for a liquor store. Um, Told everybody I was retiring. I never said why I was retiring. Well, in my mind, it was better to say I was retiring and not say I was quitting, because I'm not a quitter. I have followed through with everything that I've ever said, for the most part when it comes to work. I have a very strong work ethic. If the more work I can do, the better I feel. And it's caused a lot of issues at home. It's caused a lot of issues at work, because I've actually worked myself out of a job once or twice or three times. But the month of July, the rest of the month of July, I had planned on coming off the road in August. Originally, I was going to come off the road on the 9th of August. And things happened, and I ended up taking some loads that took me out over the weekend. And I was down in Georgia, um, about the time everything broke loose in Georgia, with the riots and stuff like that. So I was in some very bad spots. I was in Oklahoma City when the rioting happened in Oklahoma City. I was in St. Louis when the rioting in St. Louis happened. I was in Kansas City when the Kansas City riots happened, which a lot of people don't know about the Kansas City riots. Um, I was in Atlanta when the Atlanta riot started. I was actually in Mosier Springs, um, Georgia, when the firebomb hit the sheriff's car. And you'll all know that I have a lot of love for the law enforcement and first responders. So some things happened. I can't say cannot say any farther than I was at a certain location when certain things happened, and I got involved. I could not see the situation happen and nobody help. That's all I can say. I can't even tell you where I was when this took place. In fact, I went through Nashville at the same time that things were happening in Nashville. Uh, you know, last year was stupid. 2021 was stupid. Or 2020, not 2021. 2020 was stupid, um, with everything that was going on. The pandemic, all the rioting, all this, all that, and it weighed on me. It got me, it got me mentally, and it mentally drained me, which caused a physical drain, and it just kept snowballing and snowballing and snowballing to where I didn't want to. I had a fun career driving truck. I got to see places that I'd never been before. Well, I've crossed the United States. I've been as far north as this redneck could go, as far south as this redneck can go. I've been into Mexico. I've been into Canada. I've seen both sides of the United States. I've seen the coastlines. I've seen the oceans. I've seen the Gulf of Mexico. There's not a place in the United States that I have not been that a big truck can't go. Um, am I proud of it? Yeah. Would I ever do it again? No. Nope. In fact, I just talked myself out of making almost $14,000 a week driving a truck. Would it help my family? Yes. Would it help me? No. It'd make me feel better about my finances. That'd be about it. It wouldn't make me feel good about who I am. Um, and knowing what I went through last year would not be the best of sorts. So the plan, like I said, was to retire, quit, whatever you want to call it, come off the truck in August. Well, that didn't happen, and it's not my fault. It's not my family's fault. It wasn't even work's fault. Things just were not were not gelling for me to park the truck and walk away. So got the job for the school district, and I made a promise that I would start on a certain day, which was right after Labor Day. I would, you know, they would come down, pick me up, and they would, Witch and the kids would come down, pick me up from Tulsa, and I'd be done. I turned in the keys, I turned in, all that. I did everything I could think of to say that I am done driving truck. Put it on social media. A lot of people didn't understand, and a lot of people to this day still don't understand why I'm not driving truck. Well, I I lost my shit basically. It came down to where my worth was, and my depression got the better of me a couple of times, and there's things that happened and came close to happening while I was on the road. Am I proud of them? No. I did sit down and I talked to Witch about it, and I talked to a friend of mine that does family counseling and does counseling, and I talked about the situation with them, and I finally got my head screwed on straight, got my mental capacity back the way it was, where I enjoy being around people, being around life. So with all that, I put myself back several steps from what I was actually doing. Um, and it has affected the channel. It has affected my Twitch channel. It has affected my our channel right here. It has affected our Twitch channel too. Um, and I'm not having the issues that I had last year driving a truck this year, but my jobs have taken a toll on my content creation. I'm still playing games. I still tap out of reality, as they call, and step into the gaming world and do stuff with American Truck Simulator, with Farm Simulator. That's why there's no more videos. Um, is because I don't have time to sit down. And tonight I actually have taken time. Witch and Big D, they are out doing a mother son thing. My daughters are doing some stuff together, and I am sitting here in front of y'all doing this video. Now, when this video comes up, will be tomorrow. Will be tomorrow. Today is Monday, so happy Tuesday, everybody. Um, so this video will be posted up because it'll be a time-stamped video uh, to let you know what's going on. Now, over here in the corner, should be popping up right about now if my video editing skills have improved enough to do this. But right here is the 800 number for suicide prevention. If you know anybody that is struggling with depression, struggling with suicidal thoughts, get them help. But like I said, it should be here and it should be gone. Uh, Help those that need help. I found out over this past weekend, Mother's Day. By the way, happy Mother's Day, belated to all the mothers in my life here on the channel. I found out that my daughter lost a very close friend um, to suicide also. So another reason why this number is here, and will probably be here in a couple other videos, but there's also a link with the 800 number down below in the description. And all you have to do is just jot it down, or you can press it and you can talk, you can Skype, you can Zoom. Um, I'm learning things about the suicide prevention. Uh, but don't ever think that I would go that far, though I've thought about it. I will tell you that like I said, my depression got the better of me, and those thoughts crossed my mind. I did not go through with what was in my mind because I have things to live for. Most of them are in these pictures that you see right here beside me. So with that being said, that is why I stepped out from behind the wheel and abruptly everything quit. So moving forward, with that off my chest to y'all and letting you know what was up. Hold on. Sorry about that, which is home. So moving on, over here, let's see if I can get it to focus in. Right there is the watch that I've been talking about, that I had talked about. Said that I was going to do a 7-day review. It has been how many days, Witch? I believe it has been almost 60 days. I love this watch. No, it was after my birthday. I think it was right before, sometime in March. So I love this watch for 2 reasons. One, I have my logo on here. It tells me what time it is. It keeps track of my health. And I have lost my box for my watch. I thought I had it right here at my desk. So with the power of editing, hold on. So
I have a cool fact for you.
cool.
Today is 2 of our cats' birthdays.
Awesome sauce. So, with that cool little fact, that happy birthday to whichever 2 cats is today, and 2 days from now is the other 2 cats. It's probably Smokey and Mel Mel is today, and Bear Bear and George is 2 days from now. So, the watch came in this box. Let's see if I can get it to focus. And all it says is smartwatch. And there's a neat little app that you can get on your phone. Pardon me while I look at my phone, something you normally don't do while you're recording. Where is my D19 app? There it is. Here, let me move that off. Okay. There it is. Duh fit. It's called the D19 watch. And it keeps track of my health. My heart rate right now is 68 beats per minute. And I can keep track of, I can do a breathing exercise. I can mess with my camera. I can do my the music on my phone, read my messages, check my oxygen level. I can check my blood pressure, my heart rate, and I can do a training course. Now, if I swipe the other way, unfortunately, it's not connected, but I can also see what the weather's doing, training, target, all that, my walking, and that. And I have a target of 4,000 steps per day, and I have been 19 days straight. There would be Mr. Moki. So, but I wanted to let you guys know about this watch. It is made in China. I'm sorry, but it's really cool. And it just, see if I can drag this out far enough. That is the charger for it. And my phone just sits on it, or not my phone, my watch just sits on it and charges. Now, also at the same time, when I got the watch, and we all know how big of a Pokemon Go fanatic Witch is. Don't let her wag her finger at you. Considering she has Pokemon figurines on her desk. A Gibble.
It's a Ghost Eevee.
It's a Ghost Eevee. And she should be showing you a Vaporeon. So at the same time that I bought my watch, I bought a gotcha watch. Now what the gotcha watch does is it plays Pokemon for you.
Bob.
Banana, Steve.
Bob.
Or yeah, that's Bob.
Bob.
Bob. She's a big Minion fan. It does the spinning and catching for you as long as you got the balls for it.
Yep.
Red balls.
Red balls.
Red balls. So that's what I got her. She has enjoyed it. She has killed her watch.
Okay, you can it spins all your towers, it spins all your spinners, it catches everything that's in vicinity of you, as long as you have red balls. Um,
You can get it on Amazon.
it'll yell at you when you have filled up your Pokédex, and it will yell at you if you have filled up your bag capacity for balls and all that stuff. What else does it do?
Keeps track of her steps,
Oh yeah, it keeps tracking my steps, which is awesome.
even though she cheats
Because
on her steps.
my phone doesn't do that. It will not do that, but my gotcha watch will, which is awesome.
She cheats on her steps.
I do not. We're not going to talk about that. I drive around in the car with my Pokemon on.
Drive slow in the passenger seat
Yep, under 20 miles an hour.
to get her steps in. Mine won't register that unless I am physically moving. These both can be found on Amazon. It's the D19 smartwatch and the Pokemon Go Gotcha Watch.
Yeah, it has to be the gotcha watch. The other one sucks.
Yeah, the other two suck. And these come in multicolors, and you can also get different bands for the watch. Another thing is you can, like I said, you can customize the face through the phone app. You can check all your weekly, daily goals and stuff like that. There's Witch again. So I hope you guys like the new background that I have behind the camera screen. This is what I kind of put together.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. She thinks it's awesome. So I am going to try to start getting back into doing recordings for for YouTube, and I am going to start getting back into Twitch streams as my schedule allows. But there will be some new consecutive videos coming up today, being Tuesday, like I said earlier in the video, and which has already been privy to what I was going to talk about earlier in the video, because we talked about it last year. She just didn't realize I was deciding to do it today. She'll have to watch to remember what I was talking about, or I'll tell her after I cut the camera off. I'll let you know. So, y'all, love you so much for sticking with me, supporting the channel, joining me in live streams over on Twitch. I'm thinking about doing through my other app that I have on my computer for doing a live stream here on YouTube, specific for YouTube, not a crossover. But I am looking forward to becoming partner by the end of the year with Twitch. I've got I've got all but one prerequisite done for becoming partner, fast tracked due to the streaming that I have done. I have kept my end of the bargain, and Twitch is going to keep their end of the bargain. The only thing is missing is my affiliate plaque and my nice little Twitch shirt and Twitch hat that I've seen a lot of affiliates have. She's going to show you Baby Yoda. It's Baby Yoda. It's a phone holder.
Yeah, isn't it awesome? See, it has
And it sits on her desk.
has a little kickstand.
It sits on her desk. So she gets Baby Yoda hugging her phone. So she had to. She needs to start recording. Y'all need to get on here so she can look at the comments and say record which whatever, or go live on Xbox, on Twitch, because we miss your content.
I will as soon as I'm not like slam busy with bus driving. What?
She has the same schedule I do, so I understand. I just had to give her that look. So
Give me another 10 days and you guys going through my videos and tell me what game you want me to play, and I'll start it over and start playing again.
So a link to her channel is in the description. It's Witch669 over here on YouTube. It is Witch669 over on Twitch.
Yep.
And she live streams on Twitch. She will work on some videos for her YouTube channel.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Twitch only.
Twitch only. So go follow her on Twitch, even though she has a YouTube channel where a lot of you guys follow along and watch her videos. She has over 1,000 views on one of her Bayonetta videos.
Oh my God, love Bayonetta.
So, again, thank you for letting me talk about what I needed to talk about in the beginning of this video and then doing the little review that I just did. I'm going to give you a 1-year review on this watch with the numbers, my total 1 year. So a year from March 15th. March 15th, 1 month after my birthday. So I'm going to give you a 1-year tally of how many steps, physical steps, where I went, walked my happy camper ass around somewhere.
Yeah, it does.
What my total tally was, and where I lay in the physicalities of my heart rate, my blood pressure, and my blood, my oxygen level. We'll do that. I don't want to get into the technical term of it. Your SPO. So
Huh?
blood oximeter.
You said what the fuck? What the hell is an SPO?
SPO is blood oximeter and also your pulse ox.
Okay, why don't you just say your blood pressure
No,
and your oxygen?
That's what I just said.
Okay, stop being technical.
I know.
You know, many of us have not had a medical degree.
I know. Fortunately, I do for some reason. Yeah.
About the only argument we ever have is him speaking
Talking.
technical.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till he gets drunk and then he uses like $50 words for, like I like something. It's like I enthusiastically really like this thing. And it's like that long of a word for that short of a word.
So we will catch you guys on the flip side. Until next time, have fun. Be safe.